Hey there YouTube, this is the MasterShizzle, and we're doing our playthrough of Kirby Super Star. I'm recording this one for the Exploding Rabbit community. Hey to all the exploding rabbits out there, how you guys doing? And we'll be doing the Great Cave Offensive. Now, just as a disclaimer, this game that I'm doing right now, this is just a movie replay that I did. I did use save states, though not too many, but everything in the video is actually me playing. I didn't slow down the action or anything like that. Basically, I just thought save states would be a lot quicker than going through and trying to, having all of my game overs and everything like that included in there, because I'm really not that good at this game. Alright, there's our first treasure. That'll be the entire purpose of the game. We've got the fighter power going on, because that's the first thing that we saw. I'm going to try and go through as the game goes. I try to use most of the powers that I come around. Most of them have a use at some point in the game, but I'm pretty sure I don't get through all of them. And there's treasure number 2. So yeah, I don't get through all the treasures. But, sorry, I do get through all the treasures. We're going through all 60 of the treasures on this playthrough. But I don't go through all of the separate powers that are possible. Right here, you gotta hit the outside 2 blocks, otherwise lava falls down in the middle. And then you can't get to treasure number 3, the whip. So yeah, Kirby Super Star, I actually never played this one on Super Nintendo. I think my first exposure to Kirby Super Star was on the Super Nintendo. No, not the Super Nintendo. Yeah, I actually played this for the first time on an emulator back in the day. And I'm going to switch out the fighter here for the bird, or wing power as they called it. This one you got to run through, hit these 2 switches, jump up, make sure you're dashing the whole time. You see all these doors that are through this passageway here, all of those just lead straight back to the beginning. And that's just if you get trapped inside the thing and you can't get out. Because if you move too slowly, then the gates close on you and you can't get to treasure number 4. Oh, fail. The enemies hit you hard enough, you lose your power. Just sad times. And then most of the powers don't actually work underwater. And I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I know the hammer works underwater, and then the rock works underwater if you're... Yeah, that's right, the rock works while you're underwater as well. Treasure number 5, Lucky Cat. And there was a bomb passage up top, but it really doesn't do anything. There you have to jump over the middle part, leave that middle block in place. I'm gonna go for the beam here. That's nice. Yeah, I remember the first time that I played through this game, it was almost impossible for me to get anything done because I could not remember how to dash. And even I played this game a while ago and then came back to it for this Let's Play that we were doing for the Exploding Rabbit community. And again, I was trying to get through the Amazing Race with King DDD, and I still didn't know how to dash. So I was like, oh, wow, why is he going so fast? And all the time, I could have been dashing the whole way. In the end, once I remembered, here's a save room up here. Once I remembered the dash, it was just pathetic. Because I had been going for so long without using the dash that I pretty much knew the course by heart. Okay, explode those. You can actually go through... To get this treasure, you can actually go through the other block that I just fell down there. But it's not a big deal. The treasures in the first part are really easy to do. I think we'll actually, in the first 20 minutes, you get through half of the treasures in the game. And then the other half take twice as long to get. Here, I think Yep. Here I'm switching out to get what I think... this is probably my favorite power in the game, is the boomerang cutter. Or just the cutter, as it says. It's a boomerang cutter. You throw it and it comes back, and there you go. Yeah, the cutter's great. It has a down attack. You can jump and then hit down and then attack button, and it'll attack stuff below you, which not all the powers can do. Especially the jet. The jet's cool for moving around and stuff, but it just doesn't have any way to attack below you. And the zebra mask. And we are moving right along. Through the door. And our first mini-boss, which you just use the down attack there, and then he falls through the floor, and then you put him in laugh. Another treasure up top here. Make-out session! I don't know why, it always looks like he's making out with whatever guy you've got for your partner. Whenever you do that, like whenever you pick up a health item, then it shares your health with your minion or whatever, if you're close enough, and you get there in enough time. But yeah, it always looks like they're kissing. Down, yeah, here we go. That right there is why I love the cutter. You've got that triple attack where you jump up and then slam down to the ground, and that shockwave goes all the way out. It's actually one of Kirby's signature moves in Smash Brothers, because it's so awesome. I love that. And I really don't like the mirror guys. I think I only used the mirror power once in this entire playthrough, and it's just because that was what was around at the time. Alright, and then you see the cutter will cut through the ropes there, so in cases where there's secret platforms like that, you have to cut through the rope and let the platform fall. Or not, as the case may be. We'll get the bombs down here, treasure will fall, and those guys over on the right will steal. Either they steal your helper, or they steal the power that you've got at the moment. They're annoying as crap. See, you just stole my helper there. What the crap, man? It's not cool. So yeah, this first part, there's no danger of dying in this first part. I just steamroll the way through it. Which kind of comes to bite me later on. Got springtime. There we go, got the cutter back. And we've got a tomato room, which means there's a boss coming up. This one is the whale. The whale, if you just go charging in like I did just there, it takes a little while to take him down. Because you will die. So you notice you jump under him when he's jumping up like that. Every once in a while he shoots you up into the air. All you gotta do is spit out your air real quick to land fast, and you'll have time to dodge the rocks. But here I notice he's got so little life left, I just go straight for him. And there's the whale. Running, running. Okay. And after each boss, they have these little minecart sections to divide up the different parts of the level. So that's a signal that the first section is done. Most boring minecart ever. Seriously, the rest of the game is paced really well. And that's part of the greatness of Kirby, is just the action, everything just flows so smoothly. And there's the dime. We go next. Glass slippers. And we'll get the one up. I don't actually show myself dying anywhere on this playthrough. Like I said, I'm using save states, but there's a lot of places I scrape through just by the skin of my teeth. And by watching a lot of the mistakes I make, even while recording, you wouldn't know that I was using save states. A tomato and a save room. Alright, and we're into the second section. They've got 3 doors here. I usually go the left one, and then the middle one, and then the right one. Get the goblet. And you gotta swim against the current on some of these. This one took me for freaking ever to get. I think I burned like 35 some restarts just on that treasure alone. You have to hit the button and then the treasure falls down extremely fast. See, here I messed up. I needed to get the crash enemy, and here we go. You have to get something that will go through the wall and hit the button on the other side there. Then the gate will open. And we can get the next one. Brass knuckle. And then you can hit the B button there, I think it is, and then turn your teammate back into an item so you can pick them up again. That is a waterfall going upward for some reason. Amber Rose. Alright, there's a little secret passage here. And 2 treasures right off the bat, right next to one another. I think these are the 2 closest treasures in the game, but I can't remember for sure. Fish fossil and beast fossil, I think that's a reference to Pokemon, with the 2 different fossils that you can get. Of course, that may not be. I might just be thinking of something else. This guy is just a generic bomb thrower. There's no subtlety here. You just gotta stay in close to him. And there you go. He goes down pretty quick, and you get the nunchucks. Moving on, there's a passage here. It's just a shortcut back to the entrance. And yeah, I backtrack here because I cannot remember if I missed something or not. And nope. So let's head back to the main hub. Alright, and into the... Oh wait, no, I go into the save room. Just a recharge, save my game. And I think we go to the middle. Yes. This one, kind of like the last one, is just a big fat circle. Go up, that is a yo-yo guy, but you can't really tell. And a jet guy. There's another cutter. You go through this whole underwater section, and there's a lot of currents pulling you this way and that. Swim through, and there you see the star went up, so I lost my power. Just kind of depressing, but we can get another cutter later. Or something else. We get a bucket. No, there's just food everywhere. Cruising, piece of bread. Don't hit that bomb down there. That is a fool's errand, because it'll put some strong current in this tide pool going up, and then you won't be able to get anywhere. Or you will, but it's only one direction. Right. Go with the cutter. Stick with what you know. Or maybe not. No, I go with the jet. Crazy stuff. Oh, that's right, I wanted to be able to fly. Get a little bit better air control in the section here with the spikes. And my minion just died. And I'm about to die. I think I'm about to die for a while now. And the jet power you can charge up and then blast through stuff. And we get the summertime treasure. And then this last section, I always try to go really, really slow. Not just to avoid the spikes, but because the current will take you there, and then you've got one chance to get this treasure right here at the end, and we got $100 coin. Yeah, if you miss that, then you have to go all the way back around again. Looks like we're at 25, 26, something. Alright. Get another tomato, save the game, and we're headed back out. Alright. The jet power, it's one of the reasons I don't like is that the dash ability, you do the thing, you grab onto the guy and then launch him across the room. It's not bad, per se, it doesn't always work, and it takes quite a while. Like, whatever you're doing, you see right there, you run into a guy and you immediately stop. So you lose all your forward momentum. Things like the cutter, you dash through things, and then the hammer, you do that horizontal spin, whatever, but you just steamroll through everything in your path, and it's awesome. There's another steal, or copy guy, or whatever they call it. Like, if you swallow one of those guys, it gives you the copy ability, which I'm not really sure how it's different from Kirby's regular copy ability, just by swallowing stuff. I guess it does copy things instantly. And here I'm remembering that, yes, the jet doesn't have any way to attack downwards, so you gotta charge and discharge into the bomb from the side. So we can pick up the dud. 30 gold, be still my heart. And then I got my power stolen. But not to worry. And there's some air pushing you back here, so you gotta dash your way through. And oh, so close. Truth mirror. Alright, jump up. And bombs explode, and we're running, and we're done with that section. Alright, another tomato room, which means another boss. And that was actually an accident. I didn't mean to do that. I kind of wanted to have the Fighter Joe, as my minion. Alright, and this boss is the RPG wannabe fake thing. So they give you a chance to attack, you do however much damage you can, and then the enemy has an attack, and then you attack, and the enemy attacks, and it's kinda, you know, it's kind of a cute little turn-based thing. They put you up against different enemies and do different stuff. 81 points of damage, that was awesome. And I get hit. Which, in this battle, there's no excuse for that. As you'll see in just a second. I don't know how many treasures it took, but... see, there. I finally remember that you can actually use the L... or the, use the R button to block when stuff is coming at you. Now, I remember I went through the entire first time that I played the game and just didn't know how to block. 52 points, and there we go, I managed to block the last couple. Oh, so close. There we go, block that one. And I tried to jump up and get the hammer there, but I'm way too late. I love the hammer. That's probably, yeah, after the cutter, the hammer is probably my second favorite of the powers that you can get in Superstar. And all this stuff, 2 humor points, 4 honesty points, 2 love points. Yeah, it has absolutely no effect on the game. But they put it in. They kind of make fun of a lot of games in Kirby Superstar. But this one too. Alright, so the second minecart section means we're done with that area. The crystal caves, or whatever they were. So we'll plow through these guys. And on we go to the castle. This is my absolute least favorite part of the game. Tomato. Save. Yeah, the castle, it takes way too long, and yeah, it just takes way too long. There's a ton of stuff to do in here, and a lot of the places you have to have a specific power. Like, if you go through this door, and off to the left, in the opposite direction I'm running, is a place where you need either the hammer or the rock to get through. And I completely forget about it until it's too late to do. Alright, that's about it. We're gonna get this last treasure, go over on the right so that the spikes go over there, out of the way. And the star tiara, I believe, is treasure number 30. Yep, treasure number 30. So we are halfway through, or a third of the way through, however you want to look at it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here, and I'll see you in the next episode, and we'll play some more Kirby Super Star.